Secretary Sri M. Bharadwaj, Vice Chancellor Professor Dayananda Siddhavatam Garu, Honorable members of the governing body and the Board of Management, respected Pro-Vice Chancellors, Deans, heads of the institutions, functional directors, registrar, heads of the department, faculty, staff, invited guests, press and media friends, and my dear students. Good afternoon and warm welcome to the 14th graduation ceremony of Gitam Hyderabad campus. We are glad to have one of the most distinguished academician and institutional builder of the country, Professor Pramadraj Sinha, as our chief guest today. We are indeed grateful to you, sir, for accepting our invitation and for being here. Today we have convened here for this ceremony to graduate students in various academic programs who are graduating in the academic year 22-23. In the current year, a total of 1,265 students will be graduating from the Hyderabad campus with bachelor's and master's degrees from various disciplines. In addition, 10 research scholars are being awarded the doctoral qualification during this ceremony. In Hyderabad today, we are honoring 21 students who have excelled in academics with gold medals. On this solemn occasion, let me present you a brief report of the Hyderabad campus activities during the academic year 22-23. Gitam, deemed to be University Hyderabad off-campus, was established in the year 2009 with the objective of promoting high quality higher education in the fields of engineering, science, management, humanities, etc. The vision of Gitam, deemed to be university, is to be a global leader in higher education. We are very proud during this academic year, National Assessment Accreditation Council, NAC, has accredited Gitam University with A++ grade, the highest grade that's possible during the accreditation process. This is the third cycle of accreditation in a row that the Gitam has gone through. Gitam Hyderabad campus consists of 7 schools: Gitam School of Technology, School of Business, School of Science, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, School of Pharmacy, School of Architecture, and Kautilya School of Public Policy. And 24 academic departments offering 45 different programs at UG, PG, and doctoral levels in diverse disciplines. Gitam Hyderabad off-campus currently has over 7,500 plus full-time students hailing from all parts of the country. During this academic year, 101 new faculty members have joined various departments and schools at the Hyderabad campus. We currently have about 377 well-qualified and committed faculty members at this campus. The Hyderabad campus has registered steady growth in research activities. The faculty members at Gitam have published 477 research papers in reputed national and international journals and have 2 granted patents this year. 8 externally funded projects worth 2 crores are ongoing. In this academic year, 2 projects worth 65 lakhs were sanctioned by various funding agencies. The faculty undertook 6 consultancy projects worth 25 lakhs. Gitam also encourages the faculty members to pursue their research goals by offering seed grants. 25 seed grants were offered to various faculty members to work on their research projects. The schools at Hyderabad campus have organized 7 conferences, 18 workshops, and national seminars during this academic year. We currently have about 55 international students, out of which 19 international students were admitted into the programs during this current academic year. Gitam offers scholarships to meritorious students. During this current academic year, of the 7,500 students, 2,530 students of Hyderabad campus have received scholarships worth 10 crores and 31 lakhs. The Central Library at Hyderabad campus holds more than 1 lakh volumes, including textbooks, reference books, e-books, periodicals, journals, and e-journals. As part of the extracurricular activities, NSS at Hyderabad campus has conducted various activities. Gitam NSS volunteer. Mr. Gaurango Jaina participated in the West Zone Pre-Republic Parade training in the Anand district of Gujarat, representing the Telangana state in November 2022. Two student volunteers, Sridhar Lakshmi and Bekkari Ashit Reddy, are participated in the National Youth Festival at Hubli, Dharwad. Hyderabad campus also received Haritavanam Award, the flagship program of the Telangana government during this academic year. The School of Technology has entered MOU with Chengao University, Republic of Korea, to promote exchange and research activities of the faculty members. Mechanical Engineering Department also commissioned wind turbines as part of the Indo-Korean research project supported by the government of Korea. Department of Aerospace Engineering signed an MOU with Skyroot, the first private aerospace company in the country, for collaborating for the aerospace BTech programs at the campus. School of Pharmacy has signed an MOU with Pharma Pathshala to provide the students from Telangana with subsidies and free training and placement support. In the academic year 22-23, the Venture Development Center, which we started a couple of years back, has trained 1,300 students taking up various VDC courses. 10 students' startup ideas got recognized and validated at 9 national events, from which received 3 prizes and scholarships related to the entrepreneurship area. This year, in August 2023-24, though it doesn't belong to the year that I'm reporting to, we'll be hosting Smart Ideathon. It's a national event, collaboration with the Startup India, Invest India, and Northeastern University, Boston, inviting startup ideas from all over the country, built on the themes relevant to our nation. The Career Guidance Center of Hyderabad campus has supported the students for pursuing their career dreams. Over 180 plus companies for various sectors, information technology, pharma, manufacturing, finance, marketing, HR, virtually from every domain of the industry. And over 700 students were placed with an average salary of 5.1 lakhs for the undergrad programs and 8 lakhs for the MBA graduates. The highest salary this year achieved by the students is about rupees 18 lakhs. Gitam Hyderabad also places a lot of emphasis on infrastructure development. And most of you have seen and experienced the 55 new classrooms that were upgraded with air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and video conferencing facilities so that you could attend classes from across the cyberspace. We've also created a lot of sports facilities during this academic year. 2 new basketball acrylic courses, 1 mini football, 1 beach volleyball court, 3 indoor AC badminton courts, a kabaddi indoor court, and just yesterday we have also inaugurated a campus gym. Guys, can I request you to be silent, please? Hello, the backbenchers. Thank you. 4 media labs, VFX and animation labs, editing lab, print media lab, and photography lab. A new dance studio and psychology lab have been established during this current year. These labs enrich the learning of the students opting for courses in mass communication, visual communication, psychology, and performing arts. Some of the key achievements during this year: the first batch of Kautilya School of Public Policy has graduated, and we had the graduation ceremony just about a couple of weeks back. And today, our first batch of Bachelor of Architecture students would be graduating. These guys are sitting on the top. One of our students, Riya Sahu, won the gold medal at the 36th National Roller Skater Championship. One of our students, yeah, clap yourself. I know I've been going on a monologue, but I think you guys should interrupt me. One of our students and badminton players, Anaga Pai, reached the career best rank of India National number 3, India's number 3 rank in women's doubles. Claps again. One of our NCC students, SP Lasya, represented in the India Independence Day 2022 parade at Red Fort, New Delhi. Thank you. On behalf of Gitam Hyderabad campus, I extend heartfelt congratulations to all the graduating students. I thank the parents. Clap yourselves. I thank all the parents who are sitting here and who are also watching this ceremony from various, because of the space constraint in various locations in the campus who are watching this live. I congratulate all of them for reposing faith in Gitam. We are delighted to have eminent literary personality Sri Gorati Venkana Garu, who would be receiving the honorary doctorate in Doctor of Literature today. So thanks for accepting our invitation, sir. I once again express my sincere thanks to Pramad Raj Sinha, chief guest of the ceremony today. It's my pleasure and duty to thank Honorable President Sri M. Bharat, Secretary M. Bharadwaj for honoring us with their presence today. My thanks to Professor Dayanand Siddhavatam, Vice Chancellor, for gracing us the occasion today. I take this opportunity to thank board members, all my colleagues on the dais, faculty members, staff, and students for their continued support and encouragement. I express my thanks to the Ministry of Education, UGC, AICTE, Council of Architecture, Pharmacy Council of India, and the State Government of Telangana, and various funding agencies which have been supporting us all along. My thanks are also due to the media friends, guests, and invitees for making this function memorable. Dear students, the world is changing rapidly. Innovation, creativity, and the ability to think without constraints are the key requirements of our times. You have the responsibility towards your country and to the society at large. I hope you will cherish and uphold the values of the Gitam in the years ahead and build the nation. Alumni are the key stakeholders of the university. I appeal to all of you. Few hours from now, you would be the alumni of this university. I appeal to all of you to continue your interaction with your alma mater and participate in the progress of the Gitam. I wish you all the success in all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Address by Shri M. Sri Bharat, President, Gitam.
Good afternoon, students. I know you've all had lunch on a hot summer day and are sitting here, must be feeling sleepy, and hence you feel the need to talk to keep yourself awake. Is that true? This is your last lecture unless you choose to study a formal degree again. So 1 hour of patience will get you through this. And then after that, it's just handing out degrees. Can we ask that of you? Okay, thank you. I want to thank our chief guest, Professor Pramad Sinha, and Mr. Gorati Venkana, currently MLC in the Telangana government and also a Sahitya Academy Award winner, for accepting to be here as our chief guest and our honorary doctorate awardee. To all the students here, it's difficult for me to speak because this is my third graduation speech in 1 month. So I don't have that much new content, but I have belief in you that you have not seen the Bangalore convocation video. So whatever I say will be fresh for you all. So for 4 years, most of you are here for a 4-year degree. Some of you are here for a 3-year degree and a 2-year degree. You've experienced at least 2 years of your learning in the pandemic. Most of you. I really worry about the amount of academic integrity that you have practiced in these 3 or 4 years that you have been at Gitam. And the reason I say that is that the world ahead is extremely promising and at the same time quite scary. How many of you have heard or used ChatGPT in the last few months? Raise your hands. Students? Okay, settle down. Chat GPT is a great power, but for us, it's a great headache. As we try to make our education more digital, more online, and we want to ask you to fill assessments, how do we assess for integrity? How do we assess that you're actually learning the subject? Because at the end of your degree and your journey at Gitam, we hope that you have built life skills, you have built domain skills, you have built an identity, you have found purpose, passion in your life, regardless of the degree that you have graduated in, whether you have chosen to study that degree or not. There's a lot of flexibility that has begun at Gitam, but unfortunately, many of you did not get it. The future of your juniors who are now joining Gitam in 2023 will be able to join in engineering and move to a science program, will be able to join in science and move to a management program, will be able to do minors in other programs. So I'm slightly sad for you that you haven't gotten that opportunity. And I hope that the opportunities that you did get used it genuinely and not found answers on Google and on YouTube. I hope it has helped. To help study something beyond your discipline and learn something that interests you, that you can use. There are some very interesting anecdotes that Professor Pramath Sinha was sharing earlier, and I think he will be speaking about those in his speech, so I don't want to plagiarize those. But the essence of it is that this is just a quarter of your life or less with the kind of science development that's happening. So you have a very, very long life ahead of you, and what you've studied now is merely a stepping stone to a very large future that is still yet to be defined. So I urge all of you students here in the hall to think deeply. If the course that you studied is something that you want to do, great, pursue it. If it is not, don't feel bad. It's okay. You did this for your parents, or you did this for not knowing what you wanted to do. Figure out what you want to do now. Gitam is still available to you as a platform to discuss, to debate, to seek guidance on what you can do further, and we will be of help to you in any way possible. Speaking a little bit about our guests, Professor Pramath Sinha is one of the earliest examples of collective philanthropy in higher education in the country. What do I mean by collective philanthropy? When Gitam was established in 1980, it was also collective philanthropy, but it was largely friends and family of Dr. M.V.V.S. Murthy who gave money to establish Gitam. But to ask somebody who isn't necessarily your friend to give you money, is it possible for someone to just donate money to you that easily? Have you experienced that in your life? When ISB was started 2 decades ago, many people came forward to donate millions of dollars, those who weren't otherwise connected to ISB. And that is one of the earliest models, and today ISB is a globally reputed business school. And what was the element of ISB that succeeded? It was trust. Many people who gave money trusted that ISB was going to do a good job, that ISB was not going to steal the money, was not going to waste the money, and it keeps attracting money. In fact, in our audience today, you have one of my inspirations, Dr. G.N. Rao, who's founded L.V. Prasad Eye Institute 4 decades ago. That's also an example of collective philanthropy. Until 6-7 years ago, I didn't know that L.V. Prasad Eye Institute was not founded by Mr. L.V. Prasad. I thought it was L.V. Prasad Garu who started it. Dr. G.N. Rao started it with the help of the donation and the support that Mr. L.V. Prasad gave. But normally when we start an institution, what do? We name it after Gandhiji or somebody, or we name it after our own family member. We don't name it after the name of a donor. But that is an example that was established in the 70s and the 80s. And Professor Pramath didn't stop there. He didn't stop at ISB. He went beyond. He helped establish Ashoka University, which is a leading liberal arts university in the country today, and is a part of helping guide many universities across the country in starting innovative programs. I think the role that you play, Professor Sinha, in institution building and in nation building is an inspiration to us all. And if I might say a political statement, in the not so distant future, I hope you get into regulation also and maybe become a UGC chairman or a HECI chairman and really help transform higher education in the country, because excellence should not be limited to one or two institutions. It should spread to the entire country. If we have 50,000 colleges in the country and only 50 or 40 can be something that we are proud of, that's not good enough. I think there's a long way to go. And I think you are still very young. You're only 60, and I think you have a lot to give, and we look forward to tracking your journey and being connected with you. Mr. Goreti Venkanna, who's a popular singer and poet, very passionate about the poor, the villagers, people living in farms. And he's written poems and songs. Today, all of you can go to ChatGPT and ask them to write poems for you. But before the ChatGPT era, we've had gems of people like Mr. Goreti Venkanna in our society. We thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and coming here to accept the doctorate and to speak to our students. I request you, if possible, to give us a small poem or a small song for our students. I know that not everyone can understand Telugu, but we would really love to hear from you. And as I promised, I don't want this lecture to go on much longer and longer. I know you're sad that you haven't been able to use your gym, but your juniors will, and they will hopefully be better and fitter versions of you. And stay connected with Gitam. Keep learning. Be responsible, because we're named after Gandhiji, and what Gandhiji is, I don't know how many of you know. But as you move forward, I would really be eager to see you all becoming leaders, philanthropists, transformators for your society, for your family, for the country. Thank you. Take care.
Introduction of the chief guest.
It is my privilege to introduce the chief guest on this occasion and give you some more details about his illustrious career. Professor Pramath Raj Sinha is a pioneering force in Indian higher education. He is the founder and chairman of Harappa, which is now a part of Upgrad, and which strives to become India's largest online institution focused on teaching habits and skills critical to workplace success in the 21st century. He is the founding dean and member of the executive board of ISB, which has rapidly grown to be among the top 20 business schools in the world. He is also the founder and chairman of the board of trustees of the acclaimed Ashoka University, a liberal arts university which launched the popular Young India Fellowship. He is also a partner at McKinsey & Company. Professor Sinha has been instrumental in setting up a wide spectrum of change-based higher education initiatives, which includes a management program for career-oriented women, an entrepreneurship fellowship for the Himalayan region, a solution-focused design education for the built environment. He also founded the 9.9 group and has worked in the capacities of a media entrepreneur, education consultant, and management advisor for the same. He has also authored 2 books, namely An Idea Whose Time Has Come in 2011 and Learn, Don't Study. Academics is his first love. He received a PhD and an MSc from the University of Pennsylvania and a BTech from the Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, where he was honored with the Distinguished Alumnus Award in 2018. Gitam, deemed to be university, feels honored to have Professor Pramath Raj Sinha as the chief guest on this occasion of the 14th graduation ceremony of the Hyderabad campus.
Address by the chief guest.
Good afternoon. Shri Bharat, the President of Gitam, Vice Chancellor Dayanand Siddhavatamji, Pro Vice Chancellor Professor D. Sambashiva Rao, Shri Gorathi Venkana ji, who is here as the honorary recipient of the honorary degree, and all of the dignitaries on stage. First, thank you very much for inviting me here today. I usually participate in convocations. I don't usually get invited to speak as a chief guest, so this is a very unusual role for me. But I'm really honored and I'm very privileged to be here because I have a lot of admiration for what Gitam has been able to achieve in the last 43 years. And it's a real pleasure for me to be here. I know you are a bit restless and you are hearing too many speeches, but I've been given 15 minutes, so I will stick to just 15 minutes and even less than that. Today is actually a very special day, and I just want you to pay attention because it is a day to celebrate. I hope you are allowing yourself to do that. After many, many years of hard work here and many more years of efforts before that to get to Gitam, you have earned the right to celebrate and to be here with your achievement. So congratulations to the class of 2023. Congratulations to all the faculty, administrators who nurtured you over the years to get you here. Congratulations to all the parents and families who have supported you throughout your life and without whom you would not be here today. Now, you've probably had a very crazy day or two getting to today's event. And some of you are already worrying about all that you have to do after this ceremony. I'm sure you have families and parents who are waiting anxiously outside. But today is also a day to create some memories. Right here, right now, I would just relax, chill, and take in the moment. I should tell you that I spent many, many years since I graduated, and I often meet my classmates, and they say, yeah, I think I went to the ceremony, but I don't really remember what happened. And they often are sad about it. So I think if you have a minute, just relax and allow the occasion and the enormity of the occasion to sink in. You worked hard to reach here. Take a deep breath and savor the moment. For the rest of your life, when you meet your classmates by chance or at reunions, you will want to remember your last day and your last event on campus with some nostalgia. You don't want to say, oh, it was such a crazy day that I have no memory of it. So take in the surroundings, check out who you are sitting around, who you're sitting next to, what are you wearing, how you are feeling, where your friends are. Be conscious of where your family members and loved ones are. And make a mental note of this moment, this hour, this day. Soak it in, because in particular, you want to think about the memories that you want to create today and keep for many years to come. If you are not planning to, all of you should please take a break after today and chill, because you will not get this time again. Today, I thought I would quickly share with you some memories from the time of my own college graduation, which was nearly 37 years ago. In my career and in my life, I have often thought about those days. And not only that, I realized much later that there were many things that were happening to me then that had a big impact on my life. Those incidents, in fact, taught me lessons that have stayed with me throughout my life and have defined the kind of person I have become. They have made me who I am and continue to define my beliefs and my values. Yet, at the time that these events happened, I did not realize how profound they were. I wish I had paid attention. I'm sure similar events are taking place in your life or are about to take place in your life as I speak. I hope that you will notice them, that you will notice them sooner in your life than I did in mine. I hope that you will look for the lessons of these earlier than I did. And yes, it is often impossible to realize the significance of things when they are happening. It is only with hindsight that you can become wise. But when I was your age, I did not think too much about what was happening till many years later. I did not realize that the lessons I was getting outside the classroom were actually far more important than the ones that I was getting inside the classroom. I wasn't really paying attention, making notes, or applying those learnings to myself much later in life. I had the lesson, I had learned the lesson, it was there in me, but I did not realize it or know that I had learned something. I hope that through my remarks today, you will be more deliberate about understanding what is happening to you now and in the years to come, and learn from it sooner rather than later. Let me share three stories with you, with what happened with me and what I learned from them. As you may have picked up from my introduction, those of you who are paying attention, I studied at the IIT Kanpur. It was and it still is one of the most coveted institutions in India, and my specialization choice was actually forced upon me. My JEE rank defined me. It cast me to become a student of metallurgical engineering. In my first semester at IIT, I had my biggest career setback. I fell sick and I had really bad grades. I got a GPA of 4.8 on 10. I was very, very disillusioned with engineering. And by the time I got to your stage, I just wanted to get a job, go abroad, and work for a few years and do an MBA. At that time, two of my professors intervened and said that I should study more, do something challenging, and later on, that I might not realize it then, but I would not have the appetite to study after that. They had worked closely with me on my BTech project, and based on what they saw, they felt that I would be settling for something less than I was capable of if I did not get a master's degree. They made me realize that while I was reacting badly to my engineering education, I had not quite experienced what good education could be. They wrote me recommendations that made a case for me to switch to mechanical engineering from metallurgical engineering. And I went to pursue a master's degree from the University of Pennsylvania, and that is really what set me on the career path that I am today. The lesson I learned was that people see in you things that you don't see in yourself. And that is simply because at that point in time, you don't have the wisdom, the experience, or the perspective to make an informed decision. In fact, we often take suboptimal decisions because we are running away from something rather than running towards something. I was running away from metallurgical engineering. I did not want to be an engineer at any cost, without realizing that I was also throwing out the possibility of studying more, which actually I was cut out for, and which was the right thing for me. In fact, I went on to do a PhD, as you heard, but I had no idea that I was capable of doing a PhD. I thought I was incapable of even doing a master's degree. My two professors were much more confident of my abilities than I was of myself. Well, sometimes people also give you bad advice. So at the end of the day, you have to choose. But it is important to be open, to have the willingness to understand a different perspective, as other people might see in you things that you don't. This has held true for me later on in life as well. Here is my second story that I want to share with you today. When I went to the University of Pennsylvania, I suddenly found out that I had flexibility in choosing what courses I wanted to take. So I remember asking the graduate student coordinator what courses I should register for in my first semester. I nearly fell off the chair when she said, "Oh, you can choose whatever courses you want." I said, "Really? I can choose a course in the medical college?" And she said, "Yeah, you can take a course in the medical college." Of course, there were some restrictions on capacity of the course and permissions, but I didn't have to only do mechanical engineering courses. So I picked up two courses, Introduction to Computer Vision and Introduction to Robotics. They sounded interesting, they sounded fun, so I said, why not? It turned out to be the academically most inspiring and rewarding semester in my life. I loved my subjects, I loved my teachers, I worked harder in my studies than I had ever done. I slaved at 4 jobs alongside because I did not have a scholarship and had to get used to a new country, to a snowy and icy winter. And I ended up with 4 A's in all 4 subjects that I had taken. I suddenly realized that I enjoyed engineering and mathematics and mechanics, having spent 4 years forced to study a subject that I never really enjoyed. I performed poorly as a student, and in fact, I had left, like I said earlier, feeling underconfident. But in 1 semester, I had completely turned around. I was excited, I was confident, I was charged up, and the same person who felt stupid was feeling intelligent again. How could I have become intelligent again? I even got a scholarship that covered the rest of my education. I found that when you exercise your choice, when you discover what you like, when you feel empowered, you enter a zone and you just do your best. Robotics eventually became my chosen field. I met an extraordinary professor who made me want to do a PhD. I ended up doing the PhD with her. But I must tell you that I would have never imagined this to be my field until I discovered it in the choices that were offered to me. Now, most of the time in our life, we don't have a choice. I didn't have a choice when I first got into IIT. But when you have a choice, it is important to try things out, to explore possibilities, to turn over the rocks, as they say, to open doors, to look around corners, to find things that you didn't know about. Try to follow your curiosity, much as life's constraints will allow you to. Now, you won't like all things, but if you truly want to discover your passion or purpose in life, it is only going to happen by choosing and exploring. So in all the educational institutions that I have built, I've made it a point that we open up opportunities to students, a little like Bharat was talking about, you are now doing at Gitam, where students can choose, they can trust their instincts, and they are not afraid of making choices. There is one last bit from my journey that I want to share with you today, and then I will close. As I mentioned, I did not get a scholarship to study abroad. My parents and sisters were very supportive of my decision to go abroad, and they aided me with whatever money they could scrounge around. It is much later in life, after my parents had passed away, that I discovered the pain that they had gone through to pay for my education. I found a scrap of paper on which my father had meticulously written down the arrangements for the $5,000 that he put into my education. He sold land, he encashed fixed deposits, he took a loan from my sister, and he had created a ledger of my education fees. So I want you all to recognize today the often unacknowledged strength that you receive from your families. We tend to take it for granted. It is important at moments like today, at your graduation ceremony, at your convocation, that you realize how far you have come and how you got here. The truth is that all relationships with parents and guardians are not going to be great. There will be conflicts. You might get angry with them. They might get angry with you. You might hate them sometimes. You might even stop talking to them. But at the end of the day, they make huge sacrifices for you and do so selflessly with no expectation of return. Therefore, I'd like all of you graduating today to please stand up. If you can please stand up. And wherever your parents are, they may be watching on the television, some of them are here. Please give them a big, big thank you with a big round of applause. Thank you. Please take your seats. I would also like you to think about all the people who have contributed to your success. If they are here today on campus, make sure you seek them out after this ceremony and acknowledge what they did for you. It could be a classmate, it could be a friend, it could be a faculty member, it could be a staff member, a family member, a partner. Make sure you thank them. It could be a teacher from your high school, your principal, friends from your hometown, cousins, uncles. If they are not here, I'm sure all of you have cell phones, call them. Make sure that you don't leave it for another day. They say feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and never giving it to someone. So make sure that you give this present to them. Don't miss that opportunity today. Thank you very much again to invite me here today and for these 15 minutes of this precious day from your life. I'm grateful to Bharat for inviting me here. And once again, I want to congratulate every one of you graduating today and wish you all the very best always. And of course, my special congratulations to all the parents and family members who are able to attend and watch this ceremony. You should be very proud of your sons and daughters, and you too should allow a pat on your back today. A job well done. Thank you, and God bless you.
Admission of Shri Gorati Venkanna to the Honorary Doctor of Letters.
Good afternoon. I feel honored to be introducing our distinguished guest, Sri Gorati Venkanna. Sri Gorati Venkanna, currently a member of the Legislative Council of Telangana State, has endeared himself to Telugu-speaking people across the world, primarily through his mellifluous poetry and lyrics. They reflect not just the sweetness of the idiom of the Telangana dialect of Telugu, but also the stark reality of the rural populace of Telangana in the age of globalization. He is thus rightly called the people's poet. Born to Sri Gorati Narasimha and Srimati Gorati Yarramma at Gauraram village of Mehboob Nagar district in 1965, Sri Goreti Venkanna was influenced by his father, who was a ballad singer. With his deep love and abiding interest in the idiom of rural Telangana, Sri Goreti Venkanna documented it effectively and creatively in his poetry and lyrics. He went on to acquire a master's degree in Telugu. Apart from Vallanki Talam, for which Sri Goreti Venkanna received the Central Sahitya Academy Award for 2021, his poetry and lyrics were published in other volumes such as Ekunadam Mota, Rela Pootalu, Alasandra Vanka, and Pusina Punnami. He is compared to Pablo Neruda and Bob Dylan by his fellow poets and critics for his immensely creative use of folk idiom to depict his love and empathy for nature and the suffering humanity. Critics have seen a Sufi and a mystic in his poetic self. He is recognized as belonging to the tradition of Vagayakaras and has been influenced by the pioneers of romantic poetry in Telugu literature. Several scholars in universities have been researching on his works for their research degrees. Some have received PhDs on his works. His poetry is included in the syllabus by universities such as Sri Venkateshwara and Osmania universities and is anthologized in school and college syllabi. His works have been translated into several languages including English, Tamil and Kannada. The Telugu film industry honored itself by featuring his lyrics as theme songs in some of its progressive movies. He has also delighted his admirers by his appearance in television reality shows. Sri Goreti Venkanna received innumerable honors and awards, including Kabir Samman by the government of Madhya Pradesh, Hamsa Award from the government of Andhra Pradesh, and Kaloji Puraskaram from the government of Telangana. Gitam, deemed to be university, is privileged to be bestowing the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters on Sri Goreti Venkanna for his unique and legendary contribution to Telugu literature.
In the name and on behalf of the Board of Management of Gitam, deemed to be university, I confer upon you the honorary Doctor of Letters, D.Lit, in this university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with this degree, and I authorize you to wear the gown and hood ordained as insignia of your degree.
Brief remarks by Sri Gorati Venkanna.
వేదిక పైన ఆసీనులైన ముఖ్య అతిథి ఆచార్య ప్రమత్ రాజ్ సిన్హా, ఫౌండింగ్ డీన్ ఆఫ్ ఐఎస్బి హైదరాబాద్, తర్వాత శ్రీ భరత్ గారు సెక్రటరీ
Gandhi Institute of Technology and Management, Gitam University, భరద్వాజ గారు వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్, దయానంద సిద్ధవటం గారు, గౌరవనీయమైన పాలక మండలి సభ్యులకు, వేదికలో ఉన్న అందరికీ నమస్సులు. వీరు ఏదో ఒక గ్రామీణ నేపథ్యం నుంచి ఆనాటి పరిస్థితుల్లో తెలుగు అత్యవసర మార్కులు అని చెప్పినని ఇష్టంగా చదువుకునే ఉద్యోగం చేస్తూ ఉంటూ ఊర్లలో ఉండి నాకు గౌరవ డాక్టరేట్ ఇచ్చిన గీతం వారికి కృతజ్ఞతలు. ఎందుకంటే అయితే నేను ఇప్పుడు ఉదయం మా తమ్ముడు ఫోన్ చేసి మా అమ్మకు గౌరవ డాక్టరేట్ ఇస్తున్నట్టే, మరి ఎప్పటికే సీతారెడ్డి మందులు చక్కర రాయాడు, చెన్నారెడ్డి కూడా మందులు చక్కర రాయాడు, నీవు కూడా తీసుకొని మందులు మంచిగా రాయకపోతే బాగుండదు అన్నది. అంటే నేను అంటే అలాంటి ప్రిమిటివ్ నేచర్ నుంచి, అలాంటి గ్రామీణ నేపథ్యం నుంచి, అంటే పరిమిత ప్రశాంత సహజ వాతావరణం నుంచి ఈ దేశ ఆత్మ అయిన గాంధీ, ఈ దేశ తాత్విక చింతన ఉపనిషత్ చింతన, ఈ దేశంలో ఉండి సహజీవనంతో సూఫీతత్వం, ఈ దేశంలో అచలము, సిద్ధ సాంప్రదాయము, బైరాగి సాంప్రదాయం, అవధూతల అనేక మంది కబీర్, నామదేవ్, తుకారాం, అల్లమాప్రభు, అక్కమాదేవి, దాసమయ్య, ముకుందూరు, వీరబ్రహ్మం, వేమన నుంచి మొదలుకొని కాలోజీ వరకు ఈ తెలుగు నేలపైన ఇతర ప్రాంతాల్లో వచ్చిన అనేక భక్తి ఉద్యమాలు, సామాజిక ఉద్యమాలు, లేకుంటే మానవీయ తత్వం నుంచి వచ్చిన గ్రామీణ ప్రాంతంలో ప్రజల యొక్క మౌలికమైన ఆలోచన మా అమ్మ ఆలోచన కొద్దిది. డాక్టరేట్లు, యూనివర్సిటీ, ఈ అభివృద్ధి, ఈ టెక్నాలజీ నాకు కూడా కొత్త ప్రపంచం. నేను చాలా గీతంలో 10 సంవత్సరాల క్రితం విశాఖపట్నంలో నేను ఒక పెద్ద సాహిత్య ప్రోగ్రాం చేసినాను. దాదాపు 2 గంటలు ఉన్నారు. కానీ ఇలాంటి వాతావరణంలో ఇంత ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ ఒక ప్రతిష్టాత్మకమైన యూనివర్సిటీ ప్రపంచంతో ఉండడం అనేది కొత్తగా ఉన్నది. నేను ఎమ్మెల్సీ అయినా కొంచెం ప్రిమిటివ్ నేచర్, గ్రామీణ నేపథ్యం ఉంటుంది. కానీ ఇక్కడ చూస్తుంటే ఇంత ఆశాజనకంగా ఈ దేశంలో ఒక భిన్న ప్రపంచం ఒకవైపు ఇంకా గ్రామాలలో జీవితం వ్యవసాయ సమాజం, నాగరికత ఉండి ఇంత అభివృద్ధిలో ఉన్న ఈ క్రమంలో కవిగా సాహిత్యానికి, సామాజిక శాస్త్రాలకు అంటే ఎక్కువ మాట్లాడను. నా టైం కంటే 2 నిమిషాలు తక్కువ మాట్లాడతా. ఎందుకంటే మీరు జియాలజీ, బయాలజీ, లేకుంటే సోషియాలజీ ఏదైతే ఉన్నారో, లాజిక్, తత్వం అని, ఈ లాజిక్ అనేటివి శాస్త్రం లాజిక్ నిరూపించబడుతున్న అరిస్టాటిల్ చెప్పినట్టు వీటికి కూడా సాహిత్యంతో, ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఏదో నేను ఒక కాలేజీకి పోయినా, అనంత కాంతి పుంజములతో అలరించే నింగిరేడు నిరంతరంబు వెలుగు పూలు నేలక విధ జల్లవాడు సెగల తేరు చుట్టూ భూమిని పగల రాత్రి తిప్పేవాడు లేడి పరుగులతో వేడి గుర్రములాడించేవాడు అతనేమో మండ కొలిమి సాగరముతోన చెలిమి. ఇది సైన్స్ యాక్చువల్గా బాగా, ఇది యాక్చువల్ సైన్స్ జ్ఞానాన్ని కవికి సామాజికమైన అంటే ప్రకృతిలో నుంచి సైన్స్ అందరికంటే అద్భుతమైన సూర్యుడే పెద్ద సైంటిస్టు. అంటే ప్రకృతి పరిశీలన, ప్రకృతిలో జీవించడం మేలై వీసే గాలి, మోసే నేల, పొంగే గంగా, పొద్దు నింగి 5 రూపం ఈ గూటి దీపం గనక మనం ఎక్కడి నుంచున్నా పారే వాగు వంకలు, ఆ పచ్చనాకు రెమ్మలు, అంతులేని సంద్రము, ఆ సరస్సు అయిన అందము, ఈ ఆకాశం ఎట్టుంది, విశ్వరమణీయాల వింత జలచక్రం ఎట్టుంది, ఇదంతా ఈ ప్రకృతి వచ్చిన మనం ఇట్లా చదువుకున్న తర్వాత మీరు మేనేజ్మెంట్ స్కూల్లో ఈ గొప్ప వాళ్ళైన తర్వాత గొప్ప ప్రపంచ విహంగ వీక్షణంతో దేశాలు దాటి ఎల్లలు దాటి గ్లోబల్ ప్రపంచం అయిన తర్వాత బహుమని చెప్పిన లిక్విడ్ కరెన్సీ వచ్చిన నేపథ్యంలో మేనేజ్మెంట్ గత కాలంలోని కంపెనీ యజమానులు, కంపెనీ కార్మికులు అనే పద్ధతి కాకుండా మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఎవరో తెలియని కాలంలో మీరే మొత్తం వ్యవహారమైన నడిపే ఐటీ లోకంలో మీతో ఉండటం అనేది ఒక ప్రపంచం, కొత్త ప్రపంచాన్ని చూస్తున్నట్టుంది నాకు. ఈ ప్రపంచంలో ఎట్లుంటుందంటే దీనికి జీవితానికి ఇప్పుడు నేను అంటాను, మీరు చేసే ఒక కంపెనీ వాళ్ళు అంటారు, నువ్వు కొననివి కొనిపిస్తుంది, నేను కోతిగా చూపిస్తుంది, నువ్వు తిననివి తినిపిస్తుంది, నీకు తిమ్మిరి నెక్కిస్తుంది, నువ్వు ఇననివి ఇనిపించనీక ఇయర్ ఫోన్లనిస్తుంది, నీవు చూడగూడనివి చూపి సుక్కలదు ఇస్తుంది అద్దాల అంగడి మాయ. దీని సూపుకు నరుని బతుకు బొంగరమై పాయరా అద్దాల. ఇది మొత్తం ఈ మార్కెట్ కల్చర్ను మేము సాహిత్యంలోకి తేవడం అనేది అంటే వర్తమానంలో ఉండటం ఒక అంశం. వర్తమానం లేకుండా అక్కడ ఉన్నాడు మంచిగా వెంకట చెల్ల నీళ్ళ హాయిగా అక్కడ మానవుడి ప్రాథమిక రూపమైన ఆంజనేయ స్వామిని చూసిన అద్భుతంగా ఉన్నాడు అక్కడ. కానీ అదే ప్రాథమికత్వం, అదే పరిమితత్వం, అదే గ్రామ స్వరాజ్యం ప్రపంచంలో పరిమితత్వం, ప్రశాంతం, సహజత్వంలో ఉన్న ఆనందం దేనిలోదన్న మహాత్మా గాంధీ యొక్క విగ్రహం గీతం ఎదురుగా ఉండటం. అలాంటి ఈ రెండింటి మధ్య మానవ జీవితం అభివృద్ధి, ఆనందం. మనిషికి ఏం ఆనందం కావాలనుకున్నప్పుడు ఖచ్చితంగా సామాజిక అభివృద్ధితో పాటు, శాస్త్రాలతో పాటు, మేనేజ్మెంట్ లేకపోతే టెక్నాలజీ, ఇంజనీరింగు, ఫార్మాతో పాటు ఖచ్చితంగా సాహిత్యం, కవిత్వం ఉంటే మనిషి అంతరంగంలోని కనపడని ఒక చీకటి కోణం, కనపడిన శూన్యం వెంటాడుతూ ఉంటుంది మనిషి. ఆ శూన్యాన్ని అధిగమించడం కోసమే బుచ్చిబాబు చివరకు మిగిలిన నవలలో మనోవైజ్ఞానిక నవల రాసినాడు. గోపీచందు అలాంటివి రాసినాడు. చలంగూడ అంతే. మానవ ప్రవృత్తి, మనోవైజ్ఞానికత, శాస్త్రాలకు, ఆధునిక టెక్నాలజీకి, కవిత్వానికి, సాహిత్యానికి భేదం కాదు. ఖచ్చితంగా మనిషి యొక్క ఈ క్రమాన్ని ఒక సైకాలజీ చదివిన వాళ్ళకు సైకాలజీ ఏమి చదవకుండా కవి ఊహ ఉంటుంది. మీరు విమానాలు కనిపెట్టక ముందే విమానాల్లో పైనట్టు కవి ఊహ ఉంటుంది, కవిలో ఊహ ఉంటుంది. కవులు క్రాంతదర్శులని అతిశయోక్తి అభ్యర్థంగా అభిజాత్యంగా మాట్లాడినా మానవుడి ఊహల నుంచే అరిస్టాటిల్ చెప్పినట్టు ఆలోచనతోనే ఆలోచన నిత్యం, ఆలోచనతోనే ఆలోచన మాట్లాడవేంది అని ఆనాడు ప్రశ్నించారు. కానీ ఎప్పుడు ఆలోచనతోనే ఆలోచన సంఘర్షించే క్రమంలో, ఆంతరిక ప్రపంచంలోని చలనంలో ఉన్న ఈ క్రమంలో కవిత్వం ఉంటుంది. కవిత్వం అభివృద్ధితో పాటు, ఎందుకంటే మీకు చాలా టైం ఉంటుంది పాడితే కనుక దీన్ని చేస్తున్న మీరు నాకు ఇట్లాంటి అవకాశం ఇచ్చి ఖచ్చితంగా ప్రపంచంలో గాంధీ, మౌనంతో ఉన్న రమణ మహర్షి తెలియకుండానే నెల్సన్ మండేలా 29 సంవత్సరాలు మౌనంగా ఉన్నాడు. గాంధీ మౌనంగా ఉండి చాలా చేసినాడు. ప్రపంచంలో ఈ మౌనంతో ఉండి శాస్త్రాలను కనుక్కొని మానవ దుఃఖాన్ని మాపే మహోన్నతమైన బుద్ధుని లాంటి వాళ్ళు, వర్ధమాన మహావీరుని లాంటి వాళ్ళు, ఒక శాస్త్ర కలాం లాంటి ఈ ప్రపంచాన్ని ఉన్నత స్థితి నుంచి మహోన్నతంగా మనము బతుకుతూ ఇతరులను బతుకునే వాళ్ళే. మనమే కాదు, మొత్తం మన ఒక్కరే కాదు, పిట్ట, చిరునవ్వు, వర్ణములు, సాంద్రత, గంధములు, పున్నాగ, దర్శన, గన్నేరు, పుల్జరులు, ఆకుపచ్చని లేత వగరు వాసన, పూతలు, గుబురు గుబురు కాతలు, గురుబంధను పోతలు, పరిమళపు భూమొగ్గలు, పల్లె బుక్కల సుక్కలు, పూసిన మొగలి పాదలు ఎక్కలు అన్నీ. చెట్టు బాగుండాలా, పుట్ట బాగుండాలా, యూరియన్ ఏముందని మీరు కనుక్కున్నారనుకో, యూరియన్ ఎంతో అవసరం లేని కొత్త రకమైన విద్యుత్తును మీరు కనుక్కునే పరిస్థితి వల్ల. ఇప్పుడు ఆ వల్లంకి తాళానికి కేంద్ర సాహిత్యం అంటే ఆ శ్రీశైల క్షేత్రాన్ని గొప్పతనం చెప్తూ, ఆ అడవిలోని ఔన్నత్యం అని చెప్తూ, అలాంటి శ్రీశైల క్షేత్రం దక్షిణ కాశీ కదా, ఆ కాశీకి మొత్తం ప్రయాణం చేస్తారు కదా, ఈ యూరేనియం పొగలొస్తే ఎట్లని అడిగే శాస్త్రవేత్తలు రావాలా? మీరు గొప్ప గొప్ప అమెరికా వాళ్ళే కోట్లు చంపాలే, ఈ గీతం పేరుతో మీరు ఉన్నతులు కాల. అది కవిత్వంగా మేము అడుగుతాం, మిమ్మల్ని రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తాం. లేకుంటే అట్లా లేదనుకో, లేకుంటే వంగడాలు, ఒడిపిల్లు, గునియలు, ఎడిసెల బలసాకు, తుంగ ముస్సేలు, తోటి కూర, తాటి తేగలు, దేవదారు, లేతాకులు, బొద్ది కూర, ఈత, అలసంద కందులు, మినుములు, వెబ్బలు, రాగులు, కొర్రలు, అనేక రకాల భారతీయ వంగడాలు రుచిని, పరిమితత్వాన్ని, ఈ రుచులను, ఈ జీవ లక్షణాన్ని పోగొట్టే లక్షణాన్ని సుమన్ సాయి శాస్త్రవేత్తలుగా అడిగే ఆలోచన కావాలా? మరీ గాంధీవాదంతో ఉన్న అరుంధత్రాయ లేక ఈ ప్రజాస్వామ్యాన్ని గురించి తప్పించే మనుషులు కావాలా? ఒక రాజీవ్ సర్దేశాలాగా, ఒక రామచంద్ర గుహలాగా, ఒక మానవత వాదన, ఒక కనీసం వాజ్పేయిలాగా తప్పించే రాజకీయ నాయకులు కావాలా? సుందరయ్య గారు, తెలుగు నేలపైన వచ్చిన వావిలాల గోపాలకృష్ణయ్య గారు, అలాంటి దానికోసం కవులు ప్రకృతిని, ప్రబంధ కావ్యాలను, ప్రేమను అలా రాస్తూనే ఈ సమాజం అందరూ మనం బాగుండాలా, లోకమంతా బాగుండాలని, లోకా సంస్థ సుఖనోభవంతు కోసమే కవిత్వం. కనుక నన్ను గుర్తించిన మీకు వినమ్ర నమస్కారాలు. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Let the graduates now take the pledge.
I request everyone to repeat after me with their right hand outstretched. I sincerely promise and declare that if admitted to the degree for which I am a candidate and for which I have been recommended, I will, in my daily life and conversation, conduct myself as befits a member of Gitam deemed to be university. I shall, to the utmost of my ability and opportunity, support and promote the cause of sound learning and strive to set an example of high principles and conduct. I will uphold and advance social progress and the well-being of my fellow human beings. I will never make my knowledge subservient to unworthy ends. I will faithfully and carefully fulfill the duties of the profession that I am trained for. I will, on all occasions, maintain purity and reputation, and that I will never deviate from the straight path of their honorable exercise.
Let the candidates for the degrees now be presented.
Presentation of degrees. Admission to the degrees of
Mr. Chancellor, permit the deans and the heads of the institutes to present to you, in accordance with the grace of the Board of the Management, just passed, Doctor of Philosophy, Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Pharmacy, Master of Arts, Bachelor of Arts, Master of Science, Bachelor of Science, Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Commerce, Master of Technology, and Bachelor of Technology candidates whose names are herewith submitted for admission to the respective degrees and diplomas.
admission to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Technology, and Bachelor of Technology. All graduating students of the Gitam School of Technology will stand and remain standing till the awards are presented.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present to you, in accordance with the grace of the Board of Management just passed, the candidates whose names are herewith submitted for admission to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Technology in Computer-Aided Structural Analysis and Design, Computer Science Engineering, Data Science, Electronics Design and Technology, Machine Design and Robotics, and Bachelor of Technology in Aerospace Engineering, Civil Engineering, Computer Science and Engineering, Computer Science and Business Systems, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Mechanical Engineering of Gitam, deemed to be the university. I first would like to present the candidates for the admission of Doctor of Philosophy. Ms. Hande Yogita Shivaji for PhD in Computer Science and Engineering. Mr. Darade Santosh Ashok Rao, PhD in Computer Science and Engineering. Ms. Gumineni Madhuri for PhD in Electronics and Communication Engineering. Mr. Muhammad Abdul Rahman Uzair, PhD in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Mr. Mani Ratnam R, PhD in Mechanical Engineering. Mr. Muhammad Akhtar Khan, PhD in Mechanical Engineering. Now we have awards for the gold medalists at PG level. Mr. Baduraja Krishna Vamsi Verma, President Gold Medal for the overall first ranker from all branches of MTech. We have the next President Gold Medal for the overall first ranker from all branches of BTech. It goes to Ms. Talare Bindu Sanjana. She also gets another President Gold Medal for the first ranker in BTech Computer Science and Engineering as well. Mr. Anish Jakka Singaraya wins the President Gold Medal for the first ranker in BTech Computer Science and Business Systems. Ms. Peddada Sri Naimisha gets President Gold Medal for the first ranker in BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering. Now we have first rankers at PG level. The awardees are Ms. Chechala Maunika, first ranker in MTech Computer Science and Engineering. Ms. Rida Shawar, first ranker in MTech Data Sciences. Ms. Akanksha Reddy, first ranker in MTech Electronics Design and Technology.
Admission to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Business Administration.
In the name, on behalf of the Board of Management of Gitam deemed to be University, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Technology, and Bachelor of Technology in this university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with the degrees, and I authorize you to wear the stoles ordained as insignia of your degrees.
Admission to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Commerce honors. I request all the graduating students of the Gitam School of Business to please stand up. Wherever they are seated, please stand at your seats and remain standing till the awards are presented.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present to you, in accordance with the grace of the Board of Management just passed, the candidates whose names are herewith submitted for the admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Business Administration and Business Analytics, Bachelor of Business Administration in Financial Markets, Bachelor of Business Administration in Management Accounting, and BCom Honors in the Gitam deemed to be University. PhD in Management, Mr. K. Venkata Ramireddy. PhD in Management, Amarnath Reddy. PhD in Management, S.A. Kadir. President's Gold Medal for first ranker in Master of Business Administration, Ms. Sonakshi Dwaraka. President's Gold Medal for first ranker in BBA Business Analytics, Mr. V. Vivek Chowdhury. President's Gold Medal for first ranker in BBA, Mr. Ms. Rudra Raju Bhuvana. President's Gold Medal for first ranker in BBA Financial Markets, Mr. A. Shivasai Kapil Reddy. President's Gold Medal for first ranker in BCom Honors, Ms. Shravanti Kanniganti.
In the name and on behalf of the Board of Management of Gitam, deemed to be University, I admit you to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, MBA, BBA, and BCom Honors in this university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with these degrees. I authorize you to wear the stoles ordained as insignia of your degrees.
Admission to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Science, and Bachelor of Science. All graduating students of the Gitam School of Science will stand and remain standing till the awards are presented. I request all the graduating students of Gitam School of Science to kindly stand near their seats.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present to you in accordance with the grace of the Board of Management just passed, the candidates whose names are herewith submitted for admission to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Science and Bachelor of Sciences in the Gitam deemed to be university. PhD in Chemistry, Mr. Ravindra. President Gold Medal for overall first ranker in MSc, Ms. Bhargavi. President Gold Medal for the first ranker in BSc Mathematical Sciences, Ms. T. Bhavana. President's Gold Medal for the first ranker in BSc Physical Sciences, S.M. Sriram. President Gold Medal for the first ranker in BSc Honours Chemistry, Ms. Harsha Shri. President's Gold Medal for the first ranker in BSc Honours Food Technology, Ms. Smriti Gupta. First ranker in MSc Data Science, Ms. Meghana Verma.
In the name and on behalf of the Board of Management, Gitam, deemed to be university, I admit you to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, MSc, BSc in this university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with these degrees. I authorize you to wear the stoles ordained as insignia of your degrees.
Admission to the Master of Arts and Bachelor of Arts. I request all the graduating students of Gitam School of Humanities and Social Sciences to stand and remain standing till the awards are presented.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present to you, in accordance with the grace of the Board of Management just passed, the candidates whose names are herewith submitted for admission to Master of Arts in English and Bachelor of Arts in the Gitam deemed to be university. President Gold Medal for first ranker in BA, Mr. Utkarsh Mishra.
In the name and on behalf of the Board of Management of Gitam, I admit you to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, In the name and on behalf of the Board of Management of Gitam, deemed to be university, I admit you to the degrees of MA and BA in this university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with these degrees. I authorize you to wear the stoles ordained as insignia of your degrees.
Admission to the degrees of Bachelors of Pharmacy. I request all the graduating students of the Gitam School of Pharmacy to please stand and remain standing till the awards are presented.
Yeah. Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present to you in accordance with the Board of Management, with the grace of the Board of Management, just past the candidates whose names are herewith submitted for the admission of Bachelor of Pharmacy in Gitam deemed to be university. President's Gold Medal, first ranker in B Pharmacy, Ms. Sukanya Jana.
In the name and on behalf of the Board of Management of Gitam, deemed to be university, I admit you to the degrees of B Pharmacy in this university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with these degrees, and I authorize you to wear the stoles ordained as insignia of your degrees.
Thank you.
Admission to the degrees of Bachelor of Architecture. All graduating students of Gitam School of Architecture are requested to please stand and remain standing till the awards are presented.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present to you, in accordance with the grace of the Board of Management just passed, the candidate whose names are herewith submitted for admission to the Bachelor of Architecture in the Gitam deemed to be university. President Gold Medal for the first ranker in Bachelor of Architecture, Ms. Gampa Pavani.
In the name and on behalf of the Board of Management of Gitam, deemed to be university, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Architecture in the university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with these degrees, and I authorize you to wear these stoles ordained as insignia of your degrees.
Best All-Rounder Gold Medals.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present the Best All-Rounder UG and PG candidates. Best All-Rounder Gold Medal in Post-Graduation, Ms. Sonakshi Dwaraka. Best All-Rounder Gold Medal for Undergraduation, Peddada Sai Narasimha.
Admission to the degrees in absentia.
Mr. Chancellor, I now request that the candidates whose names are herewith submitted be admitted to their respective degrees in absentia.
Of Gitam, deemed to be university, I admit these candidates in absentia to their respective degrees in the university, and in token thereof, permit the registrar to present them their degrees and authorize them to wear the stoles ordained as insignia of their degrees.
Signing the record of degrees by the Chancellor. Vote of thanks.
I move that the thanks of the graduation ceremony be tendered to Professor Pramath Raj Sinha for the address.
I second the motion.
Dissolution of the graduation ceremony.
I now dissolve the graduation ceremony.
National anthem. Retreat. The invite everyone is please requested to stand and remain standing while the procession leaves the auditorium.